Joyce Penina Odur carries a mortal wound in her heart. Looks can be deceptive though, as she goes about the chores that keep her mind off the pain at her home in Pechelokung, Gulu district. Her second child, Monica Abalo, was abducted on October 3, 1997, on her way to St. Mary's Ediofe Girls Secondary School in Arua district. Abalo was 20 and in senior 3. According to her mother, Monica was an introvert. On that day, she was particularly unhappy and had a fight with her mother over the number of clothes she should take to school. Her parents had always paid for her to fly to Arua, but during the second term holiday, she was sick with goiter. By the time she recovered, there was no scheduled flight to Arua, so she decided to use the bus.
School fees per pol. Mega kachel. Gemi ochele mia bichel. Ma ente kachel museo penyo jome barracks wachi ini tamne kuno tamne yoti safe anyanga na bechero. Chi lo diorme barracks wachi museo yoti safe. Rebels stick wakama bo.
The bus park was empty, so mother and daughter boarded a taxi to Pajok, 15 kilometers along the Karuma Pakwach Road, where they caught up with a Nile coach bus heading to Arua. While her daughter boarded the bus, Odu proceeded to Kalangala, where she was trading in fish.
Chidong mamiero bus do chak water enda ko joko bus ni en premier lock kim mami. Chi wa chung bena chidong bieno mado o bara uchimo an ke wang reza wa mami.
Philip Vushiri, a teacher, was also on the ill-fated bus. Vushiri had boarded the bus from Kampala, where he had gone for a job interview. He remembers that just before Karuma Bridge, the bus had joined a convoy of lorries. The army truck leading the convoy was moving at a high speed, leaving the other vehicles behind it. The rebels waited until the soldiers had passed, and then they struck. NTV met Vushiri at a Windiri market in Ajumani town.
We went a bit something of 500 meters. We got some army men coming footing, but they were moving very fast. So for us, we didn't know whether they were for patrol. We were just laughing like that. Shortly, we entered in the ambush. Some of us started jumping. And then now, I think the driver shot. Then others even were killed.
Vushiri was shot at several times. He and a number of passengers were abducted and the bus set on fire. They walked with the rebels throughout the night to Atiak, a distance of 140 kilometers. Even today, the Karuma Pakwach Road is a lonely place because it goes through a wide expanse of the Makchon Falls National Park. It's easy to imagine the ease with which the Lord's Resistance Army rebels moved in the dense vegetation.
Just ahead of me is Ayago Bridge. Now this area was a notorious ambush spot at the height of the LRA war. On that fateful day, the Nile coach bus on which Abalo was traveling was ambushed and burnt in this spot. The goods on the bus were stolen and many people died. However, Abalo was not among the dead.
Odu had the news of the ambush over the radio that night when she was in Kalangala. Then began the nightmare. In frustration, her husband quit his job and developed hypertension. Over the years, whenever abductees returned, the couple tried to seek news about their daughter from them. Some said she had been wounded, while others said she had 2 children. Odu, whose husband is now dead, had to find ways to deal with the pain, and she became born again, finding solace in worshipping God. She also runs a makeshift restaurant outside her home. Every once in a while, she brings out her daughter's clothes and spreads them out in the sun. But then, she always ends up crying. She says she could have given away the clothes, but she is afraid of what would happen to her if she saw them on another person. Vushiri was in captivity for 3 years in the LRA camp at Jebeleng in South Sudan. He became Joseph Kony's secretary and later intelligence officer. He escaped in 2000 and returned to teaching. Recently, a woman in Nwoya district sent the Odu family a message that she has information about their daughter, but they haven't yet found the courage to meet her.
I haven't felt like Monica is dead. I have heard of people, even in the late 2000s, who are still coming back.
4 of Odur's nephews were also abducted by the LRA during the course of the war. They have never returned.
Northern Uganda has made giant development strides since the days of the LRA insurgency. But for many families like this one, life has never been the same since the disappearance of their loved ones. This stone was made in remembrance of the life of Monica Abalo. Gillian Nantume in Pecholokung, Gulu District.